everybody, and welcome back to our channel. Today, if you can't tell, we're doing something a little bit different. So we are going to react to some TikTok videos that I saved. So here we go.
Have snacks, they said. It'll be fun, they said. I think she might have been impacted.
Oh my god!
And we have a snack, I guess. Alright, this is the first one.
Do you or do you not feel bonita?
I feel bonita.
Wonderful, because you look bonita.
That was cute. I really thought that was really cute. I love the little hats for the snakes.
No, and what a lot of people don't know is that we actually were gifted some hats.
Some hamster hats for Christmas.
Yeah. I tried one on one of our snakes and he was not having it.
It was Winston, I think.
It was just sitting there going, what is on my head?
Yeah, he was like, I hate this. I hate everything about it.
Please stop.
What is this?
Do I get a mouse?
Alright, go to the next one.
If a snake bites itself, their fangs inject venom, just like it would with other prey. Now, this venom enters its bloodstream, delivering toxins that are usually deadly to other animals. But most snakes have built up an immunity to their own venom by being exposed to it in low doses for a long period of time. As the venom enters the bloodstream, antibodies neutralize it, which protects the snake.
So that's actually really interesting because that's how we get antivenom. We get venom from a snake, and it's not green. It's usually like a clearish, yellowish color.
Dramatic
and then
effect.
we use the snake's venom to create antibodies to make antivenom. So that's why venomous snakes are so important, because if we kill all if we kill them all, we won't be able to create antivenom for other, I'm not sure, I'm not a scientist in that respect. I don't know if they can use the same technology for like bees and wasps and stuff, or other venomous animals, but it's just very interesting.
So what she's also not saying is that we actually use venom in a lot of other sciences. So it's used in cancer research, it's used in, I think it wasn't used in Alzheimer's, was it?
I think so, but it's also used for a fact I know. So they've used snake venom to come up with medication that will help people with like blood clotting issues. They also have some other, like, I believe some like cardiac medicine they've come up with just from snake venom.
Anticoagulants.
Yeah, so they're very important. Anticoagulants, yeah. They're very important to medicine as well. I know that in some other countries and some very small tribes, they still use snake venom as well to treat things. I don't know, I can't speak on what those things are, but I do know that the snake is seen as important for, tribal medicine and whatnot as well. So that was a good video.
But keep in mind, snakes are good for the environment. If you actually see one, you actually have a very healthy ecosystem, either around your house or wherever you're seeing this animal at. That means that it's actually chasing after a rodent or some other small pests that you just didn't know were there.
Yeah.
They're your cleanup crew.
Yeah, and also to add on to the medical thing really quick. So the medical thing, the reason why we have hypodermic needles is because of venomous snake teeth, because they are hollow. They act as a hypodermic needle, where so you have the needle and the venom itself goes through the tooth, right? And that's how people came up with the idea to make a hypodermic needle, which is what they use in hospitals or at the doctor to either draw your blood or to give you IV infusions, which as a nurse who works in the hospital, like, it's very important. Like, IVs save lives. Sometimes, will you just stop? IVs save lives, and sometimes without, IV antibiotics or whatever, IV medications in general, people die. So that is the biggest thing that snakes have given to humans in regard to medicine. So there's a little bit of a technology error. We ran out of memory on the memory card, and I only had one in there. My bad, sorry.
And I'm tired of people calling me cute. I gotta show them I'm a vicious dog. Let me practice this.
Oh, look at that hat! That hat was so adorable. Hold on, go to the hat.
Vicious dog. Let me practice this.
Oh my god, that's the cutest.
This is cute snake too. It's from Starbucks if you want to go get it. watches
very
Harry Potter.
Oh, that's beautiful. How sweet it is.
That's a very well socialized.
It's very socialized.
Not head shy.
Yeah,
That's
beautiful.
awesome. That was really cute.
So snakes can become really, really social and very interactive with you as a person. Sometimes they can even like want to snuggle with you, and they learn to trust a specific person, maybe multiple people, but they learn to trust an individual, and then they'll show more affection. What snakes would show affection? It's
way different than what dogs or cats or humans show, but they don't have as developed of brains as the rest of us other animals, bigger animals do. There are some lizards that do, and the bigger snakes do have more, but a ball python, they're like, oh, I'm cool. Oh, I'm not cool. They have 2 brain cells, you know, so.
Yeah. But, you know, and I've caught some of our snakes actually watching TV. It's actually very interesting. I have a picture I'll have to show you here. Winston, our blue-eyed Lucy, he absolutely loves Stevie and was sniffing on her, and she was not having it.
That's our cat. She's our oldest black cat.
And she was not having it because she just looks at there like, what do you want?
Yeah.
Was totally interested in her. I don't think it was a feeding. It was more like, I'm intrigued.
What is
like,
you?
What is you? Our snakes are allowed to go in the snake room, and I can see our snakes regularly.
Our cats are allowed to go in the snake room.
Thank you. Snakes are allowed to go in the snake room. Fantastic. Now our cats go in there, and the snakes will watch them, and they're very intrigued by the motion of them. Some of them are more timid than the others.
It's all about personality.
It's very personality.
And trust.
Drift, yeah.
So, all right, let's go to the next one.
When you drink too much and pass out in the wrong place.
I mean, it's true, but like, oh no.
That's definitely that's a first thought. So while the statement is absolutely true, that snake it was probably a drop fed thing where they placed the animal in there and it just so happened to land that way. And not to take the credit from that.
It might have been real. Not real. I'm sorry. It might have been live, but it did fall asleep. Biggest thing with leaving a live rodent in your snake enclosure is that the rodent can and will hurt the snake. So while we believe fed is best, and we're not going to dog on anybody who feeds their reptiles, we choose to feed frozen thawed because we feel it's safer for our snakes.
Now, if you do decide to feed live with your animal, it is recommended that you pay close attention and make sure you don't leave that snake unattended with that rat, especially overnight, because rats can start chewing on your snake. They can chew out their eyes. There have been instances where they've chewed down to the bone of a snake's tail, and it's a big problem, and we highly recommend just paying attention to your animal and making sure that they eat the food source soon after you have provided it to them.
Why did I wake up to a random snake in my bed that my roommate lost 2 years ago?
Your roommate is gonna probably cry. It's a
beautiful
baby.
Looks like a banana. So on that, snakes do get out.
We have our fair share.
Actually had 5 or 6 of our snakes get out and about. We did lose one.
We still have not found.
Haven't found her. We don't know if she got out
of the house,
of our house, or if she's just still hidden. She, her name was Yoko, and I'll put a video, an image on screen here. She was a Yeti, hognose snake, or a snow conda.
She would have been breeding age this year too.
Yeah, we would have been able to breed her this year to make super Yetis with Gunter. Well, that was our first hognose project that we got, and it just really bums us out. We learned a significant lesson from that. Like, we no longer use top opening enclosures except for a quarantine tank because we already have them.
And we tried to not use them for snakes. We tried to use them for
we use lizards. It for we used it for what's her name? Freya. And if we do have to use it for a snake, we make sure we diligently make sure everything gets closed correctly, because that was not only a financial loss for us, but she was our pet, you know. So
I miss her. My heart breaks just thinking about it, because it's just she was a very social sociable snake. She was very engaging too. She liked to explore her enclosure.
Yeah. She didn't she wasn't a very hissy hognose. Like most of her hognoses are very hissy.
And she loved to be. I actually think she enjoyed being held. She was very very sweet.
She was such a good snake.
And I miss her. That was
she would have been 2
last year.
She would have been 2 this year, and she was the first hognose project we bought. So that's a real big bummer. But I mean, as you see, like 2 years ago, there's still a chance that we could find her.
Yeah,
she
they
could
be
just
feeding
living
on
in our home.
Yeah, she could be feeding on frogs or rats or like even bugs. Some snakes will eat bugs too.
So
who knows?
I would love that. Just
I'd
someday walk in and see Yoko hanging out on the floor like, "Hey mom, I'm home."
I would drop everything. I would just dive.
You would start crying.
I would start crying. Yeah.
Either way, just make sure that if you do have snakes that are getting out, change what you're doing because clearly there's something that you're not doing correctly.
Maybe it's the enclosure itself. Like maybe it's too weak for them. Good example is Lucy. Yeah. She will put some photos up here of him wedging himself through his front door,
popping it out. Anyway, that being said, if they can get out, they will get out. So just make sure they can't. But I'm gonna get off that sad topic.
Yes.
Grr, I'm angry.
Is that a tape? That's tape on a rattlesnake? Oh, what? Let me see. Snakes for doing some snake avoidance classes. Oh, that's cool. Oh, a snake muzzle, not the snake muzzle.
Too angry.
Those are beautiful.
Angry.
Beautiful rattlesnakes.
Super sour lemon.
Now, so we're reading now that this tape right here,
it's surgical tape, and
it's not going to harm the animal. This is not something you try at home. This is not something you do at home.
And don't touch rattlesnakes.
By any means. What are they doing with them again? Is it
avoidance training?
Oh,
for dogs. That's so smart.
I'm out of here.
So a lot of times dogs, if they encounter a snake in the wild, they will attack the snake. They have an instinctual prey drive. And I'm guessing they're just training the dog how to avoid the rattlesnake because sometimes dogs will get bit, their owners don't realize what's going on, and then the dog will die from the venom.
This is clever.
Oh,
awesome.
Dog.
Yeah.
That's
so this is obviously being taken care of by a trained professional.
Yeah.
These animals are probably pets and that they are trying to teach. So it's not something that don't do this at home. Just don't do this at home by yourself. Hire somebody. Just
there's professionals. Let professionals do it.
Yeah.
Every time I post with Eris, this weird thing happens where people just forget that snakes are kept in captivity, like as pets. They've never been to the reptile section at PetSmart. Big question that I get every time I post with her is, did you get her just for cosplay? No, it's a 20+ year commitment. I didn't just get her for cosplay. I've been working with reptiles since I was 10, but I got Eris when I was 18. Birthday is in March. She's turning 7 this year. She's a Pisces.
Yeah, so snakes, 20+ year commitment for some. There are some, like Noodle there. We're probably going to have a retirement home for him. There's a good possibility he might outlive us.
Eris is a black-eyed leucistic or superfire ball python, not an albino. Should also be pretty self-explanatory, but she is non-venomous. Means that if she bites me, nothing bad will happen to me. Also isn't poisonous. Venomous is it bites you, poison is you bite it. Every animal has the capability to bite, but she has never bitten me or anyone else. Actually used her in educational shows before the pandemic, so she is very used to people and she's very used to being handled. Isn't wild caught. You can't go out into the wild and find this. Well, I guess you can, but it would be really rare. It's bred specifically to be a pure white snake. This is a perfect dainty lady, so she does not eat live rodents. She eats frozen thawed. So that means I get to keep animal carcasses in my freezer for the foreseeable future. She's never done anything wrong a day in her life, and I love her with everything in me.
Aw, she's so cute.
She's so cute.
I'm like her brother. Yeah, I'm talking about you, dickhead.
Yeah, I have that right over there.
Over there.
There's over there now. Oh yeah, it takes you 30 minutes, girl. You have stamina. Oh, that's probably the most stamina I've ever seen.
We tell each other
a minute.
We tell each other all the time. Don't touch anything. You're not allowed to hold anything.
Yeah, no holding.
And we're going to the Southeast Reptile Expo, which we will.
She's not allowed to touch anything. I'm gonna hold her wallet. I'm gonna hold her phone. I'm gonna hold everything away from her. She's only gonna be able to hold the camera. Most likely, she's not even gonna remember to record. Completely forgot. Hey, didn't record. record half of Canova.
Oh,
I'm just
stop.
watching you.
It was like 30 seconds. That's funny though. Anyway.
30 minutes. More like a minute.
Next video.
Money talks.
I'm gonna mute this
Oh
too.
my god.
Oh wow. That's a stunning reptile room.
Stunning
Ooh,
room.
did you see the light?
I see that. Oh
Ah.
yeah, it says reptile room.
I wonder if she just like bought that or she had it custom made.
Probably custom made, I guess.
We should get one for downstairs.
Yeah, but I love this. So we're getting the like all bio enclosures there. Of course not. I give up.
Ah!
I give up.
That's a beautiful
No,
reptile room.
so in about 6 to 7 months, we'll be building out our own reptile room. We're waiting for our roommate to move out. She is about ready to graduate, so she'll be moving out here soon.
From college.
Yeah, college. This is actually her second degree, which is fantastic. Keep her education going, absolutely. But
We're moving downstairs because we'll have a bigger room that we can use
Expand.
to have most of our reptiles in, and then get more stuff. Yay! But this is a great video. I'm gonna like it. That was the last video. Again, we thank you so very much. The Before 100 Club, all 88 of you that have subscribed at this point, we love you so much. We cannot thank you enough. If you have friends who are interested in reptiles, please share that video. That's a double exposure for us. We really appreciate it. And you know, even if we don't ever get more than 100 subscribers, we're having so much fun sharing our home and our pets with you. And we hope you have a great week. We will see you next week on Tuesday.
absolutely, keep coming back. We're going to try to have
Yes.
a video out every week. And you know, we're going to try to keep everything either educational, if there's something that you want to see.
Or fun like this one. This was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. If there's something that you want to see, or if you want to see something that we do with our animals, just let us know. We can show you what we have. If you have questions, we'll totally just reach out to us.
Absolutely. So if you like the video, please like the video, subscribe, do
Yes.
the YouTubey things.
Give us some likes.
We appreciate you. We'll see you next week. And Momo, he's like, no. He just shook his head no. Come here.
You want to say bye?
This is Momo. As he knocks over my Dr. Pepper.
You're knocking over. I want
This is
him.
Momo.
I want you. Can I have you?
Bye.
Bye.
See you, Mom.
Come on. Come here, big boy. Oh, so I want